Hey, Rook, you're not scared, are you?
I remember the first time we played the 49ers, and Jerry Rice went out there with Steve Young and Ricky Waters. Thought I was going to wet myself.
Well, really, though.
The art of intimidation is as old as the sport itself.
You were scared. You thought you was going to get hit.
You stare them down, do whatever you got to do, say stuff to them, talk to them. That's how you intimidate your opponent.
This guy's scared.
I intimidate people by joking with them.
Y'all better not throw a screen to 36 right now. We waiting for it.
And so it gets in their head a little bit more. You kind of like antagonize them a little bit.
I told you we're going to get your
I prefer the stare. I got that from Mike Tyson. He stares you down in the beginning of the fight. And if you look away for 1 second, you're done.
If you're scared, buy a Rottweiler.
One name always comes up when discussing intimidation.
Paco, I'm going to knock him out now.
Obviously, the first that comes to your mind is Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis.
You can't hurt this. I'm a machine, jerk.
Intimidating them can be anything. It don't always have to be a mean gesture.
It's a man's game, boy.
Yeah, it can be just kind of pushing them out to the pile, or kind of just getting up in their face. Or if they push you the wrong way, you kind of slapping their hand down or something like that. So I think intimidation comes in many forms. Whether you're lion or gazelle, when the sun rises, you better be running. Because somebody got to eat and somebody got to stay alive.
In the NFL jungle, not everyone can be king. We checked in with one of the world's most notorious lions to see how much intimidation plays in his arena. Gareth Sachs stars as Scar in Broadway's The Lion King.
I think the thing about intimidation, it's about manipulation, really, ultimately. We've made this social contract where we're going to behave in a certain way, but we still came from the animal kingdom, and we're still part of it, whether we want to believe that or not. So I think those impulses are there, and we learn to control them.
Like his football counterparts, Sachs enjoys transforming into intimidator.
Well, you get to do everything you're not supposed to do. You just kind of get to release your id a bit. So it's really cathartic, because then you have to go back to being a nice person again, don't you?
I scare people. I don't get scared, baby.
Every great warrior or every great actor, whoever it may be, I think they all have that point to where they transform from this person and jump into another personality.
What you do out there in between the lines and what you do in the real world, two totally separate things.
They also just have so much fun playing those guys. And that's kind of, I think, what we like as an audience, is to see somebody kind of reveling in that, because it's like an archetype. It's like the boogeyman, There's something really exciting and scary about it.
The NFL's Lions have gone from cute, cuddly, and harmless to the most ferocious beasts in the football jungle.
Gonna go down back at the 7. Across the football, free on the ground. Oh, big play by that Lions defense.
Leading that charge is Kyle Vanden Bosch, a player who strikes fear in his opponents with a mere glance.
The red eyes fit him. That's him. The first time I ever looked him dead in the eye, he had him on, I did a double take. I thought I was in the middle of a nightmare or something.
I wore them in training camp, basically just helped block out the sun glare, and it kind of became one of my trademarks, and guys say it's intimidating.
He's been laying awake at night himself thinking about this game, baby. Let's go.
My daughter was watching practice, and she came running up to me after practice, and then she looked me in the eyes, and she just started crying. Yeah, she thought something was wrong with me.
You don't need red eyes to intimidate. It might be a player's speed or his brain that frightens opponents, or the guy that says nothing at all.
Those are the ones you got to worry about. I mean, in football and in life, it's the quiet guys, because they're the ones that probably have a lot of pent-up anger.
That can be intimidating. nerve-wracking to not be able to get into somebody's head. I tell you, a person who was good at it was Barry Sanders. Barry ain't gonna say nothing to you. You just know he gonna line back up and he gonna touch the ball again. You gotta be ready for whatever when he comes out.
Silence is not an intimidation tactic favored by Ray Lewis.
Listen to me, I'm telling you. You ever come
But before you go crowning Ray Lewis the ultimate tough guy intimidator, we've uncovered new evidence that he's just a big scaredy cat. Yes, there are things that actually intimidate Ray Lewis.
A lot of things scare me. Anybody would tell you, he won't ride on roller coasters, he won't go in deep, deep water, you know. I don't like making myself feel that nervousness. I don't like it because I do so much on the field. I don't take risks off the field at all.
Fortunately for Ravens fans, no games this year will be played underwater. And even though Ray claims nothing on the field frightens him, we found one thing sure to send every NFL tough guy running for mommy.
I mean, you can focus in on this beard right here. I mean, this is obviously pretty intense. And I've had guys look across the line, stare into it, and completely baffled. I don't know if that's intimidation or not, but at the end of the day, pretty scary.